if we look at the emotional solar plexus, the first thing we have to do is maybe take emotions off the table, because we talk about it as if it's feelings, and as if it's, even in this case, as if it's attitude. And there's a little bit of attitude in the solar plexus, which I'll address in just a minute, but it's not feelings. So when we talk about emotional solar plexus and we talk about feelings, feelings are all those places where we have energies for caring and love and connection. And that's universal. It's kind of highlighted in the tribal circuitry in the chart. It's a little bit in the G, a little bit in the will through the 4037. It's in, it's in those, in the sacral, but really feelings are about connection points between people, feeling loved, seen, and valued. And that's universal, and that is definitely not the solar plexus, okay? The solar plexus, the theme of the solar plexus, if you're going to pick a theme of it, it's faith. Faith. And the highest potential of a solar plexus, defined or open, is having faith. And let's define faith as having a positive outcome, a positive expectation for an outcome, right? I know it's going to work out. I know that all problems are opportunities. I know that if it's not going exactly the way I think it should right now, there's something else going on. I'm going to trust that it's going to unfold exactly as it should be. That's the highest frequency that you can hold with that emotional solar plexus, is faith. Now, when we talk about emoting from the solar plexus, which I call the creative center, that is about being able to sustain that frequency of positive expectation over time. Over time, let's remember that, which means somebody who has a defined solar plexus, if in the process of going through their wave, they lose their faith for a day or two, that doesn't mean they failed. It just means that they're recalibrating back to that baseline. And it is normal and natural to have crummy days, okay? When the solar plexus is open, it's about being able to hold that positive expectation, even when somebody with stinking thinking shows up in your aura, right? And so even if you come into contact with someone who's like really down and negative, your job, if you will, when you decondition that solar plexus, to be able to stand in that presence and go, and walk away and not have your vibe demolished by somebody else's. Okay, that's really what the solar plexus is about. It's about cultivating an energy of faith and positive expectation that in turn calibrates the heart and the monopole to attract into your life things that match that faith and expectation. We get really bogged down when we start talking about emotions. And I think that's kind of why I really wanted to rename that center more than anything, right? Because that emotional thing gets us really bungled up. Because feelings, first of all, we say, I am feelings, right? I am sad, I am mad, I am frustrated, and you're not. The I am is in the G, and there's no emotions in the G. Okay, so you're not your feelings. Don't identify with them, because the minute you do, then you lock yourself into it. And those feelings, usually if you really think about the feelings that we have, they're either our emotional theme for our type, or there's something going on in our relationships. And that's not emotional energy. That's caring. That's tribal circuitry. That's love. And love is universal to all of our charts.